Allow me to remind us all of our core values at Scott Christian University, that we are a Christian institution. We are accountable, we are honest and transparent. We are committed to quality, servant-oriented results. We are loving, caring, and responsible. And finally, we are committed to excellence and stewardship. I urge you all, dear graduates, may you go out there and live these values. You are our ambassadors in the world out there. Strive to do the very best. I think the success factors of everything that you will do will be governance. I would be missing something if I do not mention this. When the requests or the pleas from Samaria Mwema, who we do not know who it is, came, they were received, and they are receiving attention because we have nothing to hide at this university, but we must follow our own precious governance structures so that at the end of the day, we will be able to deal with those issues. I want to thank you for bringing some of those issues to our attention. Our own desire is to do the very best and to make this university the very best it will be. Please come out in the open. Let's dialogue together. Let's discuss how we can make this institution better. After all, that is why we are here. You will hear in due course, not to your anonymous email, but to the community that you live in, because our responsibility is to the stakeholders. And these matters are receiving attention. Like Daniel was told when he had prayed that the message was delayed for 21 days, you must also be patient so that we may follow the right protocols and the right guidance. May God bless you all as you graduate today. Thank you. And now it is my joy and pleasure to invite our chief guests, Vice President, Honorable Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka, to come and address this occasion and graduation and graduates. Welcome, sir.
You don't get the bishop to stand. I guess he was trying to do that so I can remove the barakoa. So Vice Chancellor Professor Mumo Isau, the Chairman of Council, who has given you really, truly fatherly advice, our presiding bishop, Bishop Abraham Mulwa, and the Vice Chancellor described him as the owner of this institution. Distinguished guests, graduates, and please do me a big favor. In your printed programs, the word graduate is spelled in Kikamba. Please correct it. It's very embarrassing, but that's what I found. So I think that we needed, it is right there under the guest's remarks, you will see and you will feel as embarrassed as I am. If you didn't know the Kikamba version for graduate, there you have it. Other leaders who have accompanied me, and there are quite a number of them, led by Chief Administrative Secretary, who was also a governor candidate, Mheshimiwa Mavinya Ndeti, and indeed was his running mate, Dr. Peter Mathuki, very active within the East African region. And we do have even somebody who has been famous as KNUT treasurer, Banamotisia and others, not to mention somebody like Indi, who was preparing to get away. He didn't qualify for robbing. indeed the business people like Bwana Mutinga and others. We are truly honored that you found time to join with us. As they say, which is a very lazy way of being rude to people. You say all protocols observed. Good morning. What a joy to join you again at Scott Christian University. It's not my first time, but let me tell you that it does give me great pleasure to join this esteemed gathering as we celebrate yet another great milestone for the Scott Christian University. Itself being an elephant, what Professor Mumo Kisao did not tell you when he says in Kikamba, evalukite, it's actually a dead elephant. Because then when it rots, then leaves quite a bit of manure. But he wanted to be kind again. And I know that Scott Christian University is within the Machakos County. And this is where the animal has actually fallen, just like others, like Daystar University. And I am very proud that I have my own association from the days of Stephen Talitwala when he was the Vice Chancellor of Daystar University, and how that university has grown. Machakos County has become now a county with several other universities, including Machakos University itself, which came out of Kenyatta University. Its own history, and we have all tried. Of course, the mother of them all is Seku, Southeastern University, not very far from here in Kitui County. And hopefully soon in Wote, I think in Makueni, we are going to have a campus of Seku opening very soon. So I can see that this region, in terms of higher education, has actually been gaining traction. And we want to congratulate the region, but Scott Christian University, you are very special to me. And now I'm even happier today to notice people, graduates coming from as far away as Kakoma under the sponsorship of World Vision International. Once a time, long time ago, I was Minister for Foreign Affairs, and I was privileged to sign the headquarters agreement with World Vision. Little did I know they're going to be of such an impact, because I think all of us would want to congratulate and give them a big clap for sponsoring so many students, and obviously students were with this university. Today's occasion, ladies and gentlemen and graduates, is special as it marks the 55th graduation for this great institution of higher learning. Over the years, this university, which was earlier known as Scott Theological College, has so far produced more than 10,000 graduates, great men and women who have become beacons of hope and inspiration to thousands, if not millions, both in our country and beyond. Among the most notable graduates of this university are the late Bishop Ezekiel Birech of the African Inland Church, Bishop Dr. Silas Yego, the immediate former presiding bishop of AIC, and as well as Professor James Kombo. Allow me to take this auspicious occasion, auspicious moment to congratulate each of those graduating today for the valor and zeal you have put in during the years at this institution. Today, the results of your hard work are here for all of us to see. Indeed, it is truly a big day for all of you, and we've just come to encourage you and to congratulate you and to cheer you on as you now will be given power to read and do all things. Your lecturers, parents, and guardians too deserve special mention. Without them, you will not be in this graduation square today. All of you together as one Scott Christian University family, you have shown that unity is truly strength. With those introductory remarks, let me now go to the gist of my presentation. I believe that you've been taught about the virtues of moral rectitude, dedication to duty, perseverance in terms of iniquities, as well as importance of embracing hope and joy, even when the odds seem insurmountable. I'm a strong believer in servant leadership. I believe this too has been brought your way. Let your hope keep you joyful. Be patient in your troubles and pray at all times. Those are words in Romans 12:12. These are virtues that every Christian must have if we are to make an impact in this greatly challenging world. In short, by the time you're graduating from this university, you must be morally upright, spiritually mature, intellectually competent, and be willing to serve God and mankind with dedication, no matter how difficult the circumstances are. This is in fulfillment of the Christian faith and indeed God's law. Let me hasten to add that today's graduation ceremony is quite unique in that it is steeped in extremely challenging times. With COVID-19 and huge unemployment rates prevalent not only in Kenya, but also in the rest of the world, these are indeed pressing times. While unemployment has been steadily growing in Kenya, as well as elsewhere, COVID-19 has just made a bad situation much worse. However, as author Robert Schuller says, tough times do not last, but tough people do. Hebrews 12:7 says, do not despise tough times. Instead, let them develop strength, wisdom, endurance, humility, submission, courage, and grace in you. Yet, you should all take courage today because despite the challenges, the future is bright for all of you. This university is known to specialize in teaching liberal arts, which are highly rated by most employers both locally and abroad. Fields such as English, communications, history, psychology, and theology are intended to give you general knowledge and the ability to think critically and learn any subject, as opposed to specific skills needed for a technical profession. I happen to be a lawyer, and I can tell you in countries such as India, the United States of America, and other places, before you studied law, qualified to study law, you had to get your first degree in the liberal arts. And if you want to tell me, if you ask me to show you a learned person, it is somebody who is properly educated in the liberal arts. I was a great student myself of literature, because when you study literature, you do develop certain critical skills that are not available in the streets. And this is what Scott University has been able to give you. In his book, You Can Do Anything, The Surprising Power of Quote Unquote a Useless Liberal Arts Education, Forbes contributing editor George Anders writes, the companies look for 5 key qualities in potential employees. These are eagerness to tackle uncharted areas, ability to solve murky problems, well-owned and analytic methods, keen awareness of group dynamics, and ability to inspire and persuade others. I believe Scott Christian University has fully prepared you towards these achievements. In conclusion, graduates, I wish to exhort all of you graduating today to both man and to both God and mankind. Not only will you be greatly blessed, you'll also self-fulfill from doing so. 1 Peter chapter 4 at verses 10 to 11 says, and I quote, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. As faithful stewards of God's grace in his various forms, if anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. End of quote. Let us all be inspired by, again, the scriptures in Colossians 3:23 and 24. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, grand ones. My exhortation to all of you is go forth, go ye forth and serve. We all had President Uhuru Kenyatta give the State of the Nation address yesterday, and it is clear that this country is headed in the right direction, even as we have this other conversation about the possible amendment to our constitution. I want to encourage you, because you are also opinion leaders, that you take the time to embrace the changes that are clearly in the best interest of this nation. It is also good to have critical minds, but at some stage, I think it is also important for us as a nation to think in terms of national unity, cohesion, and ability to live with each other. Remember again, the Bible says, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all people. And therefore, I refer you also to the words of the Desiderata. This is a virtual graduation. I commend those words. In fact, they say the author of the Desiderata is unknown. Therefore, you can go to the internet and acquaint yourselves with what I'm actually bequeathing you. Because it begins by saying, go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. It goes on to say, listen and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Goes on to advise even those in business. Therefore, exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. And even tells if you are not as committed in your belief, it tells you, therefore, be at peace with God, whoever you conceive him to be. This is too a beautiful world. It's unfolding as it should. And whether or not it is clear to you, the universe is still unfolding. And believe in the environment. The beauty of Scott, this setting up, look at this setup of Scott University against the setup, setting it's against the Iveti Hills. And when I was driving here, I remembered also the Kamba saying, which is, and I'm sure a lot of you are not Mkamba, so forgive me. I started by telling you that the word Grandland is written in Kikamba. And I also told you, I can tell you this, Wakamba anasema, muumbin wakema. And you look at the Iveti Hills, you see the dew. The mountains attract the dew. This place was meant to be the capital of the original Kenya. But because we did not have the Nairobi River, as you know, Nairobi is a Maasai word, seeing a peaceful, I think a place of cool waters. But now, we are also moving towards Konza Technopolis City. It looks like the capital is coming back to this part. To give you a vision, my own vision of Scott Christian University, including presiding Bishop Mulwa, the Konza campus, which is lying in disuse. Work should be going into that area, so that instead of graduating 1,000 students in the next 10 years, Scott Christian University should boast itself of a population of 10 to 20,000. This is the way we are moving. And also, do not be afraid of introducing other disciplines as well. Today, we celebrate the liberal arts, but think widely. Include and think in terms of, and of course, it's a council, the chair of the council, and soon you're going to have a chancellor. I happen actually to be a chancellor of an East African university based in Uganda. And so I can give you this advice, because we do not even take so many to campus, but it's everywhere. PhD students, master's students from Africa, across the African region, graduating. And do not allow yourselves to be restricted, because if you allow yourself to be restricted, Professor Mumo Kisau, I know your capability, you'll be here resolving very small disputes like the one you've just been referring to. This is not a place for small disputes. This is a place that should grow and encompass the whole country. May God bless Scott University, and may God bless our graduates, class of 2020. Go out there and conquer the world, and may God be with you. Amen.
Your Excellency, thank you so much for that vision. We are listening, and we already began to do some work to the Konza campus. Now is the time that we are going to award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees, both bachelor's and master's. But because I made a list and I mentioned it, it's important to complete that list. By completing it, I like to say the undergraduates who are graduating today with bachelors, they are, majority of them, universities and colleges, Central Placement Service, placed at this university in 2016. And they are the face of Kenya. They come from everywhere. But those supported by the World Vision, I began by saying we have Kakuma, we have Mwega in Nyeri, we have Esiolo, we have Lamu, and we have one, I don't know how to say it because of my vast language interference. That is Bamba. Is it Bamba or Bamba? How do you say it? You know the song. Savaria Bamba inaanza, Nikesho Manileo. Then we have Mwatate, Bandaptai, which I had missed, Kiridon, which I had missed, and Kigonga Timaru. It's now my privilege to welcome the academic registrar to then lead the next session. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Scott Christian University offers various academic programs at the certificate, diploma, and degree levels. These are displayed in our brochures and social media platforms. Mr. Chancellor, sir, with your permission, I would like to invite you, sir, the Vice Chancellor and the Deans of our schools to present the candidates for the award of certificates and diplomas and the conferral of degrees. Will the candidates for the master's degrees please rise as your name is being read out by the respective dean and remain standing until all the degrees are conferred. Mr. Chancellor, sir, having trained, examined, and qualified by the Christian University and approved by the Senate, the following candidates are hereby presented for the conferment of master's degrees according to their respective fields of study.
Master of Arts in Leadership and Management, Ismail Kamau Masia.
Master of Education, Zangi Jepta.
by the authority vested in me by the university in accordance with the charter and statutes, I hereby confer to you the master's degree specified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibility appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may be seated. With the candidates for the bachelor's degrees, please rise as your name is being read out by the respective dean and remain standing until all the degrees are conferred. Mr. Chancellor, sir, having been trained, examined, and qualified by the faculty and the administration of Scott Christian University and approved by the Senate, the following candidates are hereby presented for the conferment of bachelor's degrees according to their respective fields of study.
Bachelor of Business Administration, second class honors upper, Chibor, Chipkuroi, Chipchirchir, Kyoko, Letiktik, Degwa, Ngumbi, Ojaji, Wageshi. Bachelor of Information Technology, second class honors division, Abdallah, Kimani, Itunya, Njogu. Second class honors lower division, Nyamweha. Bachelor of Arts in Community Development, first class honors, Ndomo Mwailei. Second class honors upper division, Kiamba, Muchongo, Makoha, Musioka. Bachelor of Counseling Psychology, second class honors upper division, Ndei, Simiu. Bachelor of Information Communication Technology, first class honors, Asiaga, Sane. Second class honors upper division, Athiambo, Kapiatich, Manguiyi, Musioka, Ogalo. Second class honors lower division, Dirangu, Ochieng. Bachelor of Hospitality and Tourism Management, first class honors, Migaiza Paikire. Second class honors upper division, Bahati, Gasike, Sasi, Wafwile.
Bachelor of Education, first class honors, Achieng, Adero, Gone, Kamene, Kapandi, Kisese, Maina, Mbugua, Mule, Muli, Musembi, Mudama, Mudhini, Mudhini Masi, Mutuku, Mwaniki, Gangi, Gao, Gay, Obuya, Okoth, Otieno, Timothy, Wekesa, second class honors, upper division, Chepsom, Irungu Irene, Chepkogei, Karanja, Kemboi, Kipsang, Kiptui, Koril, Mogoi, Moguche, Murithi, Muvevi, Mweu, Deva, Orango, Rotich, Simiyu, Suta.
Bachelor of Theology, first class honors, Chege, Kabulunze, Kitur, Masila, Mweni, Mutunga, Mwanzia, second class honors, upper division, Kithome, Kithuku, Mbai, Mbithi, Mutiso, Mututa, Munyao, Musyoka, Mwau, Ngovi.
By the authority vested in me by the university, in accordance with the charter and statutes, I hereby confer to you the bachelor's degree specified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please turn your tassels from the right to the left. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the diplomas please rise as your name is being read out by the respective dean and remain standing until all the diplomas are awarded. Mr. Chancellor, sir, having been trained, examined, and qualified by the faculty and the administration of Scott Christian University, approved by the Senate, the following candidates are hereby presented for the award of diplomas according to their respective fields of study.
Diploma in Agribusiness Management. Credit 1, Sapiyaya.
Diploma in Theology, distinction, Tahiti. Credit 1, Bano, Choge, Kenduiwo, Kosgei Caroline, Koskei Mark. Diploma in Christian Ministry, distinction, Amolo, Atol, Awata, Baya, Bet, Bulungo, Chai, Charo, Chair, Chekwony Dennis, Chekwony Vincent, Chepkemoi, Chepkorir, Chepngeno, Zumbe, Ekal, Esekon Lopu, Lopuya, Esekon Robert, Esinyen, Etabo, Ezron, Gamoyo, George Joseph, George Julius, Gikonyo, Halkano, John, Kaindi, Kangethe, Kasena, Katsoma, Kabenei, Kilonzo, Kipkoech, Kipngeno, Kirui Chepwogen, Kirui Wesley, Kirui William, Kitony, Kitsao, Koech, Kombo, Korir, Kuya, Langat, Lokala, Lokeer, Logos, Loripo, Mahiri, Maina Felista, Maina Nancy, Malala, Mangi, Mangushai, Masioi, Mbeka, Mibei, Milgo, Mkare, Mkoba, Mlati, Monanka, Motatiro, Mukare, Mulei, Munyao, Murage, Muthe, Muthiri, Mutobera, Mutua Jacob, Mutua Simon, Mwagosha, Mwamengi, Mwamkonu, Mwangada, Mwangi, Mwapoa, Mwawana, Mwasi, Mwita, Mzungu, Naeku, Ndegwa, Ndive, Ngariba, Ngasura, Ngeno Nicholas, Ngeno Zephaniah, Ngereshi, Ngugi, Njoroge Mary, Njoroge Teresa, Nyakundi, Nyamohanga, Nzau, Ochieng, Ogola, Ogunyo, Owili, Rioba, Rono Alfina, Rono David, Rob Samuel, Rotich Paul, Rotich Richard, Samini, Sang, Sagen Kongu, Simiyu, Singira, Tago, Terer, Thuo, Tolu, Tonou, Torengei, Tulmat, Wafula, Wahinga, Wangeshi, Wanjau, Wanyonyi, Wako, Warui, Waweru, Yegon, Zuma. Credit 1. Akori, Ameja, Aaron, Baya, Bet, Bongoli, Chacha, Charo Alan, Charo Julius, Chep Kemoi, Chep Kirui, Chep Korir, Chep Kwon, Cherotich, Kleti, Duba, Ekuleu, Erege, Eripon, Ewesit, Ewoi, Gachuki, Gaitho, Gichuhi, Inapa, Ingolol, Ithatwa, Kavengi, Kadzaa, Kahindi, Kariuki Peter, Kariuki Samuel, Katana, Kazungu, Kimeto, Kingori, Kiplangat, Kirui, Korir, Kosgei Kiprono, Koskei Ezekiel, Kumala, Langat, Langat Christopher, Langat Mike, Langat Richard, Langat Susan, Ledama, Machaku, Maigoa, Maide, Mainek, Marti, Mavata, Milgo Shadrach, Milgo William, Muchemi, Murunya, Mutai Kirui, Mutisia, Mwakera, Mwaluma, Mwangi, Mwarumba, Mwasaru, Mwaura, Mzee Zekaraya, Ndumu, Ngugi, Ngumbau Sami, Ngumbau Wilson, Zai, Zomo, Nyamohanga, Robbie, Rono Daniel, Rono Joseph, Rotich, Safari, Samari, Shani, Siparo, Sospita, Taiti, Tonui, Towet, Toya, Wachira, Wanjohi, Wangombe, Wanyonyi, Yaa, Kiprotich. Credit 2. Nyangaa, Thuku, Uruji.
By the authority vested in me by the university and in accordance with the charter and statutes, I hereby award to you the diploma specified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for the certificates please rise as your name is being read out by the respective dean and remain standing until all the certificates are awarded. Mr. Chancellor, sir, having been trained, examined, and qualified by the faculty and the administration of Scott Christian University and approved by the Senate, the following candidates are hereby presented for the award of certificates according to their respective fields of study.
Certificate in Agribusiness Management, Moremi Motiso.
Certificate in Theology. Credit 1, Kalithi Mutuku. Credit 2, Mule. Certificate in Christian Ministry. Distinction. Anthony Chebet, Kisoi, Kenga, Kungu, Leina, Murithi, Mwanzi, Onyango, Sami, Sule, Wamuo. Credit 1, Achama, Chacha, Chebet, Cheruiyot Everson, Cheruiyot Joseph, Chirchir, Ekamais, Ekiru, Guio, Kadza, Kalekwan, Kazungu, Kerubo, Kigundu, Kimutai, Kitelu, Kipngetich Hillary, Kipngetich Paul, Kipyator, Langat Bernard, Langat Helen, Lopacho, Mahiri, Mwabaya, Mwaka, Mwangi, Mogondwe, Ngugi, Ongaro, Sagirai, Soko, Tapen, Wambugu, Wanje, B. Stella. Credit 2, Magoiga, Museti, Muthike.
Sorry, certificate of agribusiness, credit 1.
By the authority vested in me by the university in accordance with the